In this video, we are going to review how to track attendance in Bridge as well as submit your midterm and final grades. The first thing we are going to do is log on to Bridge. From the self-service portal, you will click on Faculty Log On. Now, once you click on Faculty Log On, you may be prompted to enter a username and password. If you are, it's the same username and password that you use to sign into your Blue Ridge computer, and it's the same username and password as your email address as well. So from the Faculty Services landing page, we're going to click on Faculty Attendance Tracking. So all of the courses that you are listed as the course instructor for will show up here. You'll see the term, the CRN, the subject, the course, the section, the title, as well as the schedule and any meeting times that exist for the course. I am listed as the course instructor for this fictional course here, so this is the only one that shows up on my list. Now, if you were the instructor for multiple courses, they would all be listed below the first course here. To take roll for this course, to complete the attendance tracking, we're going to click the Take Roll button. So once we click on Take Roll, because this course is in person and has a meeting date and time, you'll see an additional option here that we didn't see for the online course. Just wanted to point that out in case you thought, hey, that looks different. But anyhow, when you get to the attendance tracking page, you'll see a list of all of the students registered in this particular course. It'll populate each student's name, their picture, as well as their C number. And if you hover over their name, some additional details will come up, such as their email address and their program. And then what we want to do is take roll here. We can select a day that we want to take roll. So it can either be, it'll default to the current day, which is today, Wednesday, October 5th, or we can click on any of these days here. Let's say we want to click on September 19th is the day we want to take roll, and it will prompt that September 19th to go here for you to actually take roll. So you can click on any of the days, and you can also click on this calendar function here. So let's say we want to take roll for August 29th. So let's click August 29th. And so when we clicked on that date, the green check mark appeared. So to get the green check mark to appear, we can also click on the circle directly. So we have the blank circle here, and you'll notice if I click it, it'll create a green check mark, and the hours attended will auto-populate to 1 because that's how long the course is. And you'll see an information box that pops up that says attendance information for Testee Registrar was added successfully. Now, if the student didn't attend the course, we would just click the circle again, and it would change it to a red minus sign. And then you'll see more information boxes appear. Attendance information has been added successfully, and attendance percentage for Testee Registrar has fallen below 40%. We'll click OK. And now let's say we didn't want to take attendance for Testee Registrar at all. Click it again, and it goes to blank. But for the purpose of this demonstration, we do want to say that Testee Registrar was in class, and we want to report the attendance as present on Monday, August 29th, the date that we picked. And so we've got the check mark there, and you would want to do this for all of the students in your course. And then you will go and click on class, and then we will click update CRN last date of attendance, just like we do for online courses. And then a record box, information box will pop up that say it was successfully done. So after we've updated attendance, we will want to update letter grades. So we'll go back to our faculty homepage. And from here, we are going to click faculty grade entry. So faculty attendance tracking option is there for all courses, but faculty, and it's an optional feature that we had gone through this here, the faculty attendance tracking. So faculty attendance tracking is optional. However, entering grades is mandatory. So just wanted to point that out. So the faculty grade entry, this is mandatory along with attendance verification, which you would do in the midterm grade section. If this is later in the semester after midterm grades have been reported, you'll want to click on final grades to track your attendance. But if we're still in the first part of attendance verification, you'll do that right in the midterm grade section, clicking on the course, and you'll see the last date of attendance is pre-populated here for Testing Registrar because we updated it from the faculty attendance tracking page. And if you hadn't used the faculty attendance tracking page, you would have to manually input this last date of attendance here and select your midterm grade. Again, for attendance verification purposes, you would select either the P for present or attending, NA for never attended, or IF for attended but stopped. And again, if we had multiple courses here, you would just click on, you'd have other options here and you'd click on which course you wanted to enter the grades for. And it will, the class roster will show up on the bottom of the screen here. And since we want to report a midterm grade here, we will do so. We'll Testing Registrar, let's say, is doing well in the course and has earned an A up to this point. And we will hit save, and you'll get the information box that comes up in the top right that says save successful. And then you've entered the midterm grade. If you're entering the final grade, you'd click here, click on the course, and the midterm grade is already pre-populated, and then the final grades would become an option once it's time to enter those final grades. So because we're right at the midterm grade section, final grades are not open yet. So this is a good example of when you'll be prompted that this might not be the right time to enter those final grades. So we are only in the midterm grades. And then you'll see it's completed because we assigned a midterm grade to all of the students in the course, which in this case is just Testing Registrar, and we've assigned a grade of an A, and you see the completed box. And that's all you've got to do to enter the midterm grades and or the attendance verification that would go in this box. And again, if you, let's say you clicked A for Testing Registrar, if that was incorrect and we need to update it to a C, update it to a C and hit save. And you can change the grade that way. And we'll update it back to an A. So if you have any questions about the grade entry process, please contact the office of the registrar.